Okay, we're on. All right, y'all. Hi. I am just doing as simply exactly like the video title and description say. I have things to do, places to go, people to see. And so I am doing one of my very first makeup videos, I guess you could say. I know I've already done one and it was rather long. This one is going to be a lot more simplistic. I am more focused on just getting her done. So if you jump on here and you see me, please feel free to chat. I do have that enabled. And I will see your comments. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Other than that, my tips and tricks, you'll just have to watch and see. Feel free to share my video and please subscribe to my channel. And yes, I'm a Dutch addict. So, I did all the prepping and everything. Washed my face, put on my primer, all that good stuff. Even did my brows this morning. So I do have my sponge. I did wash and clean it this time. It is still damp like a sponge is supposed to be. And my hands are clean, so we shouldn't have any issues with clean or dirty face. I will show you guys what it is that I use. As I did mention in the description, you can find everything, or probably almost everything that I use today in my website. So this is my Mary Kay Timewise foundation. I personally am an Ivory 3. There we go. Okay. When I do mine, I put it on the back of my hand. Gives me a little bit more control. And I just apply. One of the things I will mention that I've learned through the years is a little bit goes a long way. I use the stippling effect, which is something that you use in art and you can use on your face. Another reason that I use the little goes a long way method is because my husband doesn't like the look of makeup. So if I put too much on, it shows, and he tells me I got too much makeup on. So I try not to do that. The little goes a long way, and it looks more natural, looks nicer. You don't have to do an all the way down the décolleté blend. Just a thought. Keep in mind, if you use a sponge, it does absorb a lot of product. Usually if you apply a little bit more pressure, you can actually gain some of that product back. Yes. Excuse me. Yes, I am using foundation on my eyes. No, I do not do all of that extra contouring and eye concealer and all of that. I did reverse the sponge there for a minute just to do an extra tab on the, or stippling on the eyes, as again, I don't need any extra in those areas. Finder I've been using. I try and use one area of my sponge so that I get the most out of it and most of my product out of it. I don't know how easy it is to see with that lighting, but there you go. In spots where I feel that I need a little bit more coverage, I will layer it and blend it. Forgive the background noise. Oh man, nice videos sometimes. I mean, what the hell? When I go like this, I'm kind of seeing different shadows on my face, making sure that I have everywhere that I want covered, making sure that there's no dominant lines appearing and that I don't have a line. Those are never fun and stick out like a sore thumb. And that's how you avoid that. You just blend it down. I haven't added any more product recently. I'm just kind of going over it, just making sure that I feel comfortable with the tone and the evenness and everything that I am trying to achieve for my day. Let me see if I can adjust this lighting here. You just can't see me much better there either. But if I go like this, that helps a little bit. You'll have to tell me in the comments if you guys are seeing this okay and if it looks okay coming through. Okay, done. And I do have foundation on there that I didn't use. I just take a semi-used cloth that I've semi-used and wipe the remainder of that off. Now I did put a little bit more than my first application on there, just a little bit more. Still gonna stupid on this one. Okay. And y'all have Ipsy bags. I love the Ipsy thing. So surprised I got an Ipsy bag. Not exactly sure how it came through, but I'm stoked that it did. Super excited. Made my day. I got these amazing products. I'm going to try and use a few of them, but I won't be using all of them. And I'll have to do a reveal video, or not necessarily a reveal video because I guess I'm using them, but I'll have to give a show of my product. Okay, that's the one. Those three are the ones. Okay, multi-purpose today. Okay, so these are both Mary Kay products. Mary Kay comes in trios. So this one is the Purple Escape. Some of these are limited editions. Some of these we don't have anymore, but each season we come out with new ones. Okay, some of them can still be found. And this one is the On the Horizon. Sorry, covering up something else over there. And it's both been broken, and I've used a lot of it. So we're going to mix the two of these up for my eyes. Oh, and I have the tuxedo one too. And it's just straight up tuxedo. Oh, and it's broken too. Oh no. But it was black, silver, and white. Like sparkly and absolutely gorgeous. My other favorite combo is another Ipsy thing. It's clearly been used. This is the Island Lights. And this is from Pacifica. Yeah, it's really worn out on there, so it's really hard to see, but it's one of my ultimate favorite. Again, this was one of the ones I got from Ipsy. ISC, okay. Now, I am a Mary Kay consultant, so that's why I do have a lot of Mary Kay products, and I do sell Mary Kay. That's my website that I listed in the description. So you can get anything that you see. And then I'm also doing a beauty box subscription. So this is a full-size product, and for Ipsy, you get them $10 a month. Different size products. This is a full size, and this is a sample. This is a full size. You know, they mix it up. I do a beauty box like that. I'll have to tell you more. Get a hold of me, and I will tell you more. But I have multiple beauty boxes. The subscription. We'll do another video on that. Right now, we're just doing makeup. I gotta get stuff done. All right, this is my app play color. I'm gonna use this as my highlighter in my corner. I'm just in general lighting. You are no longer visible. So when I load the brush, guys, load the brush however style you choose to load the brush, but I always go, did you see that dust? Give it a couple of taps. Get all that extra stuff off there. You don't need it on your eyes. You still get the color, the pigmentation. It just means that you overloaded your brush. And if you need more, you go whoop, 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 tap, tap. And you place it where you want it. See? There's my light color. Now today I'm going to mix up my purple and my browns just because I want to, and I have multiple things to do and I can't. Just the way I do it. I'm not sure how well you can see these guys. Let me see if I can block out some of that color. Love these products. Love them. I have a special brush that I use just for this palette right here because of the dark colors that it has. So I got this brush from Ipsy. It's the blending brush. It's the Elizabeth Hot. See, so I told you I have combo products. And as you can tell, the tip is no longer white. It's purple because I use it in my pre-roll. And I always go from the outside in and the top down. And I blend. I raise my brows, giving me a full lid. I don't stretch because your eyes are not going to stretch throughout the night. You're not going to sit there and pull on your face, and there's no need to. There's no need to stretch those muscles and give yourself wrinkles. Okay, so if you just open your eye all the way, because when you're excited, you go, so then you feel that area in there that you're looking at exposing. You want to bring your eye out? Go for it. And then close your eye and look at what you have. Look at your angles. See if your eye goes like this. If it does, you did a great job. Look at the naked side over here, okay? This was taught to me by my mom, taught by her mom, and I'll pass it to you. Your angle of your face should be like this. Your nose to the corner of your eye, to the corner of your brow should all be a straight line down to the center of your lip. See, good little center fight. Same with your makeup, guys. Shh. Okay. Just a beauty tip and trick. Oh my goodness. I'm getting so many emails right now. It's driving me crazy. Oh, and now I'm getting a phone call. Hello, Mama Lou. We are live on YouTube. How are you?
Hi, honey. I'm home.
Okay.
Don't bother going up to that garage sale, though. I've been way up Mount Spokane Road. It's not worth the drive.
Uh-oh. You hear that, guys? You have a bad yard sale. It gets passed around.
Yeah. Really work.
I'm sorry,
Anyway,
Mom.
It's a nice sunshiny day. It's lovely to be out there.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the drive.
Oh, I got stopped at the thrift store up here on Wellesley and Crestline.
Okay, that would be the
fantastic prices.
That is the first hand 5-hand discount or something like that.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, really nice people too.
Anyway, I found this great piece for my Christmas village.
Uh-oh, I thought you were done adding to that.
Trees, bears on it.
Oh.
The bridge going across. So this is the waterfall and water source I try to make every year. Cool. It's gonna have a huge village. Anyway, yes, I found out. I'm all happy.
You're going to end up being that post we saw on Facebook where you have to get baby gates just to make a Christmas village on the floor to grow up the tree.
Yeah, something like that. So it's going to take up the whole dining room and we'll have to eat someplace else.
Oh, good God. Here we go.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know I was home.
All right, mamas.
Okay, I'm loving you.
I love you too.
Where are you?
I'm at home. I'm sitting in my room at home. I'm just doing a YouTube video showing how I do my makeup. And it's like, it's kind of the first one and it's a trial one and it's interesting. And so, and I'll have to get you a Twitter channel so that you can see when I go online. And you can tell me how good or not good I'm not. You have to say that. You're my mother.
They're real.
Yeah, they're very real. I'm very real. I am not...
All that other stuff out there is not real. This is actually face to face.
Not a poser, not a trying to give you this or that. Just trying to make a name for myself and say, hey, I'm Blondie and this is what you got. Or get. Or whatever.
Mama Lou, signing off.
All right, Mama Lou.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. If you don't know who Mama Lou is, just wait for it because she's coming out with the channel herself. We're working on that too. It is directly my mother. So if you know who that is, well, I guess you already know a secret. Oh, where'd my palette go? I told you I was doing this. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we did that one. Now we're putting this away. And I have a specific brush for my browns. This one is a Wet n Wild brush, and it has a little thing in here for your finger to hold it. I'm going to use my favorite one right here, that semi-gold one. Got kind of a gold finish, or not. and I just overlap it. Blend it in, fade it out. I do use my fingers a lot to keep a straight line, kind of blend it out. I try not going like this, helps me avoid getting catches down here that add to swiping and cleaning and having to start completely over with everything. A lot of people don't do their foundation first because of that purpose. I just have trained myself differently. Okay. Gotta watch my time, guys. I do have somewhere I want to be. I like to be close to on time. Okay. See? Okay, so I don't know how well you can see it. Again, my light is probably not of the best of lights to be using for this, to tell you the truth. I'm really trying hard to get a light that works for you guys. That's why these are on the side and everything else. Let me see if I can change this mode here. Okay, so this is supposed to be like a sunlight, strict sunlight, this like LED light. So there's your differences, and that was a combination of both. You can see my eyes in the light for both of them. Here. Where's my off button? There we go. If I turn it completely off, I barely have any light source around me. You're seeing just the light from my room, and I'm in a fairly dark corner. I have light kind of pointing towards me and a little bit of this light. But see how light my makeup actually is? It still looks like me. My cheek looks like my chin, which looks like my neck. I don't have a big line. I don't know how well you can see the video because it looks like it's crappy to me, but I kind of have what they call a photo finish, kind of, in opinion, kind of. Anyways, I do need the light to finish my makeup, however, so I will be turning it back on. Okay. Done with that one. Oh, Dad, it is my brown eye, sugar plum dumpling. I left something in the bathroom. Oh yeah, okay, so I was looking for cheek thing. I always do all my powders first, and then I take care of all my lines. Okay, it's just the way that I do it. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's not true. I don't always do it like that. It's just, however, I feel that day to do which way, and yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. So I got this from Ipsy. Love to the last rose gold item that they sent me. And this is what it is. That's how big it is. Okay. Lush with ginger lush tea. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. But it smells pretty. So I do have a few different cheek brushes. This is my rose gold cheek brush. I love this brush. This is from Luxie. I did get this also with Ipsy. So see, when you have a subscription to a beauty box or a beauty subscription, you get some great things. Ipsy's a great monthly subscription. MK Beauty Box, great monthly subscription. I can customize those for you. Anyways, I always get some on there, rub it around, dab, dab, dab. When I see it's broken up and there's dust flying, means I have enough. Always, 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 especially your blush brushes, dust them off, because you end up with, it just doesn't work if you don't. It just doesn't. A couple of things you can do to find your cheeks and your bones and your apples. Give it a little poker. This right here is where most people contour and find that chateau. And this is then considered the apples of your cheeks, where you want to highlight or make rosy. Or you can smile. Find those two things the same way. Get apples of your cheeks. Right here. Right here. And then this part right here comes in just a little bit. If you got a little bit more of a rounder face, you'll still see that it has a slightly different angle. And some even have a lower incline. You don't want to make your jaw look smaller than your cheekbones too much. You want it proportion. So you have to make sure that when you do your contouring, if you will, or if you just do it like this, you just have to make sure that you get the apples of your cheeks and the dimples of your cheeks and stuff in the proper ways. Anyway, so I have put on the blush. This is how I find my cheeks. And yes, the one application I do on both sides. And I smile differently, so I do my face differently. That helps me make sure that I get the right spot, so that when I smile and I see something, or I turn my face, that they're not getting a different look each time. I look very symmetrical and very natural. Come down. This is where the sun would naturally hit my face. This is all one application, guys. Rose gold is wonderful for this, because wherever the sun would hit your face, you would have just a bit of a rose to you. And that would be the highest points of your face. And you're not like rubbing it on to create a blushed look. You're, what's what I'm looking for? Enhancing. So that was it. That was one application with that blush. That was all I needed. If I can see it, like I see my shadows in this light that I have, then in the natural light, it's going to be much more natural. Keep your lighting in mind, guys. Now for my dark color. Is this my Show Me Your Glow? No, that's my highlight. I have a couple of options if I can find them. This is a little bit darker redder. I'll use this one if I'm not using a rose gold, which is a little bit more sienna, darker red. It says kitty pink. I'm not much for a kitty pink girl. And I can't find the one that I wanted to use for my darker color. Oh, is this it? Did I find it? Woo! Okay. My brush. So I have a round brush and an angle brush. Today I'm going to use the round brush because it gives me a better blend. So this is Bahama Mama. This came in my Ipsy bag a few months ago. And this is just a sample. See, so there's a difference in what they send. They pick and choose. You got to make sure that you do your reviews on theirs. Now with the little square, it's a little bit harder to load the brush, so it may take a little bit longer. But same concept, guys. Load, tap, blend. Yep, I do blend a little bit almost everywhere. Because not only when you're in the sun does your face get a little bit redder, but if you're a tanner, it's a little bit tan. So if you use your excess from your cheekbones that you're blending quite nicely, right where you used your other stuff, you're going to gain that sun-kissed look without being in that sun. And my mom's allergic, so don't be out there if you don't need to be. All right. That does it for the powders, I suppose. Except for my brow. Our pencils on the other side. We used purple today. So we're going to use purple for our eyeliner. Oh yeah, they gave me a new black one. We're going to mix it up. I got to make some adjustments so that I can actually see. I cannot do my eyeliner that far away. This is my little cheat that I've been using behind my monitor so that I could actually see what I'm doing. Look at you guys. I go down like this. Go down like this. Are you going to be able to see me? Probably not. So if I go like this. And then I go like this. And then I go like this. You going to be able to see me? You will if I be able to do that. There we go. Okay, so there's 3 different ways you can do your eyeliner. You can use a great pencil. You can use a some sort of a liquid or gel this way. Or you can use one of these fancy dancy little felt tip styles. I'm going to go to see. Let me get this done. Today, I'm going to use the cool thing that I got in the mail in my Ipsy box. What does it sound down, little crayon? I'm excited about it because I don't usually wear black. My daddy told me a long time ago that black is just not appropriate. We're not going to repeat what he said. I was young, and I don't wear black very often. I wear colors. One of the colors I use is purple. Another color I like is blue. I'm nervous about the black because I'm really trying not to put it on. Okay. So this is what I do. I look and see where my corner is, and I start it. Okay, my eye does not come straight out. Don't do some stuff like that. Pull that back out. Blend it out, not a big deal. It doesn't go straight up. It doesn't go straight down. It doesn't go straight out. Neither one of them do. They both have their own little angles. When you close your eye and lift your brow, naturally, you can kind of see that angle. You can actually feel it. And what you want to do is create a corner. So you follow your lash line. And you know what? If you brush on your okay, instead of just going and making a line, if you actually go and create a line, not that messy, of course. You make it a lot nicer. You can actually create a fine corner. It blends a lot better with your lashes, makes it look a lot more natural. And that's a lot of the time what you actually see them do in photography. Well, you don't see them do, but that's what they do. Just trust me. I Anyway, so I've done this corner. I'd like it a little bit taller. I bring it up and I bring it over. Same with this one. Now here's where you have to decide how you want the look to go. You're gonna have to look at this so you can kind of see for real. Do you want to have that line? Do you want to have the cat's eye? I mean, that's where you change it. For today, I don't know what you call what I'm gonna do, but this is usually what I do anyway, so that's how I do my eyes. This is probably the only time you'll see me try and stretch my eye. That's just so that I can get that little bit better. It's not much of a stretch. It's just enough so that I can see my lash line. Because I don't need to go any thicker than that. It doesn't look natural. It doesn't look enhanced. It looks painted. Looks like you're trying way too hard. So I don't know if you can see it from the angle that I'm recording this at. But this right here looks like a little check when I open my eyes. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like the way that makes my eyes look. So I'll actually slide this over. And create a little bit thicker of an end, but just right there. And if I bring my eyeliner up for an event or because I feel like having a long tail, then I follow this line right here. My shadow line. I don't go past it. I don't bring a new shadow line to it. This is the shape of your eye. Look at your corners. Pull your pencil next to it. Look at that, guys. Bam. Bam. Next side. I already know I'm going to bring that over. I always rest my eyes and my face and roll my eyes a little bit, give myself a little bit different perspective, make sure that I can see where I need to make it a little bit more even. Now my eyes are not the exact same shape on both sides. Most people's aren't. But you can get them fairly close looking. Okay, let's see here. There. See? I'm going to try and straighten these out just a little bit, guys. Give me a second here. There it is. Right there. Sometimes it's hard to find, sometimes it's not. That looks a little bit thinner over there, so we're going to go ahead and bring this up. Pull it in. Pull it out. This pen's kind of a gelish style. All right, that feels a lot more even. Alrighty then. All right, and we have a great line. Both of them are symmetrical, solid. We got lines, guys. Almost done. I'm so excited. This is Easy Liner for Eyes. It is by Jordan. Walgreens, $1.99. I may sell Mary Kay. I may tell you, you know, I have these beauty boxes and I would love for you to subscribe. Absolutely 100%. You'll get makeup and skincare and little personal cares, and little gifts and all kinds of stuff in them. So excited to have them. And I subscribe to Ipsy. Absolutely. $10, get these great little gifts and stuff. Absolutely. But I ain't even going to deny that when I need a color for my eye, I'm going to go to Walgreens or Walmart and spend $1.99. And I encourage you to too, because when you go and try eye colors and eyeliners and you experiment and everything like that, it's great to have a place to go to spend a couple of bucks and get a color that you may just throw away. Just saying. Okay, we're going to do the inner corner and the bottom line. This is how I do those. So come back down here. Now I kind of give it just a little tug. Not much, just enough that I know that I have control, okay? And try to make sure that you don't have anything on your finger to leave on your face. My eyelashes are sticking together. Okay, here we go. So come up here to your corner, all the way to your other corner. You want a thicker lash line, pull it down just a little bit and color that lash line. See? Do not try and connect your corners, corner to corner, here to here, when you're pulling on your eyeball. You won't have a corner. I currently have a corner. I don't need to do anything. That's why I say connect it corner to corner. If you feel like you do and you want a little pouty eye, open your eye wide. Get those just last couple of lashes. And that last little bit right there on the very end, very end. Give yourself a little more corner. If you don't want to pull on your face at all, it's not recommended. Just give yourself a little tuck, just so you can see that inner lid. Okay. I color my lash line, just like the lash one, and I go inside of it, making sure that that whole lid is quite purple, because it will transfer to your top lid. Oops, I just colored lower than I want it to on that. Do you see that? Do you see that little mistake I made? You want to see how easy it is fixed? Done. Fixed. Unshaped. There. Get a little bit of pout. Beautiful color. All right. And one more thing that I just now, this very second, decided that I was actually going to do if I can find it. Like I said, I love color, right? So this time we're going to actually add a little bit of this color, and this color is blue. This is another $1.99 one. Okay, sorry, I wasn't looking at the camera. I was looking down here. $1.99 one. And it's just going to go in my inner corners right here. My eyes are blue. I like the color blue. And we're going to bring out the blue. I am giving my eye a tug so I can see this line down here. And I'm blending from the black into the blue. Yes, I am overlining it. See, just like that. And on both of them, when I first do it, they have this slight little bleed, or what I consider to be a bleed. So what you just saw me do is take my pinkies and literally wipe across the top section of that. And these, just the pads, okay, lightly, just like, let's see if we can do it on my hair. This is heavy. This is lightly. Okay, lightly, dust across the top of it so that it just sharpens that line, thus giving me the line that I was looking for. And the that I was looking for. So let me put this back here so that when I'm talking, I'm actually paying attention to you. Okay. All right, guys, so the only three things that I actually have left to do is I want to try this new color that I got from Ipsy as well. I did prime and prep my lips. What I did to do that was I actually did a sugar scrub on there. And the final step for the sugar scrub is the Shea Butter Balm, which I did not put on. So I will right now. If you ever do a Mary Kay class with me, which I offer regularly, you'll get to experience the satin lips. If you know what satin lips are, I encourage you to go onto my site. If you don't have a personal MK consultant, and get yourself some if you're out. And yes, I'm still going to try that color and just rubbing in the balm just a little bit more. And you know, when you actually exfoliate your lips and massage them, you plump them naturally. Yeah. Okay, is there a way to pause this? There's not a way to pause this, huh? So I need to go grab something for my eyeballs. But let me see what I can do first. This, all this can go away. Go away, 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 go away. I am looking for something, and I'm not finding them now. Yeah, I'm a closet singer. Sometimes you'll see me singing jolly old good-fashioned tunes on here because I just was born to a woman that sang all the time. So it just comes naturally to me. Really, guys? I can't find what I'm looking for. I'm kind of upset about it. And I've emptied my entire bag. Okay, so before I do that, we'll do this. Stay. A lot of people use eyelash curlers. I have multiple ones. I have a couple of favorites. This one is not necessarily my favorite, but I'll use it. So a lot of people curl their eyelashes after you put your mascara on. Try it this way, guys. Get in there, get to your base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good golly gee. And then close your eyes just a little bit so you get those ends into the end. Good golly gee. Open it up. Brush those babies up and in and up and out. Flare your lashes. And look, you can see the difference in just that curl. I know you can because I can. Same thing over here, guys. Get right up there. Squeeze it as tight as you want. If you're not pinching yourself, then fine. You're good to go. Give your eyelashes a crease. Your lashes. And you can actually cure your lashes, not cure your lashes, but you can help incentively grow your lashes with different products, properly cleaning them is one of them things that you can do. See? And see. Damn, I slipped. Okay, so I'm putting all this back because I do have to put it back. I do still need to do my brows, and then put on my mascara. And those are the only things that I have left to do. And then I got to get the hell out of here. Oh yeah, I got to take down my hair. The reason why I left my hair up is because it's a lot easier to do everything else when it is up and out of my way. Oh look, there's my other eyebrow pencils as well. I knew I had them. I use 3 eyebrow pencils, guys. Just like your hair, your eyebrows are different colors. I'll be right back. Give me like 30 seconds. Maybe a little bit longer. Really stiff. Holy shit. Okay, guys. I'm really stiff. I didn't realize how stiff it was. That really hurt getting up. Holy monkeys, man. You'll hear a lot of creative cursing on my page if you subscribe. Because I don't like cursing. I just don't. Blondie here is having issues. Guys, I apologize. I thought I had absolutely everything else. I need to go grab one more tool. My brows will not be right. Okay. You don't have one of these things. The easiest way to get one is find an old mascara container and clean its brush out. Really, really, really good. So you end up with something like, God bless the US. This. A clean or semi-clean, depending on how much you use it, mascara brush. See, semi-clean, I said, right? I did say semi-clean. Y'all know I have dogs, right? Anyways, the point of this is so that you can brush your brows. Okay, your brows need brush just like your hair needs brush. Yes, this is a fact. And this is how your eyebrows grow and how you initiate growth by stimulating it. And after you've plucked your brows, if you have a nice natural shape, you will be able to see it as soon as you brush them. Now I did pluck my brows, but I didn't trim my brows. The length of them is a little bit longer than it should be for just leaving them brushed straight up, which is technically what you should do. So I do tame the top hairs down just a little bit. And you'll notice that you can see my brows, okay? Woohoo, you can see my brows. I have 3 different colors that I use. A dark blonde, a light blonde, and a dark brown. I learned a new technique following another YouTuber I'm going to try today. So she goes from the middle out, kind of outlining the middle and the backside with the dark, giving it nice colorization. Now, I don't do lines, guys. I'm literally coloring on my hair. That's it. It's not my skin. And if it is, that means I got a blank spot right there. And I am literally coloring my hairs so that I enhance the color of my eyebrows. I'm not creating new color. I'm enhancing color. And I'm looking at the mirror right behind I'm using a light that's probably making me very white. But it is creating the shape and light that I want. Now see, I don't have much hair right here. It's very light. That is part of my plugging. So I will put just a little bit more color right there, and it will kind of touch my skin. But I will turn around this and kind of brush that in. This side, same way, has its own shape, comes down just like that. And that's how I want it to be. You know, if my brows are shaped like that, great. I get them from my grandmother, and I'm very proud of them. Fucking razors. The street that I live on, these stupid moped guys, I'm gonna put a tax strip out there. You make me so mad come racing down the street. Oh, you're gonna hurt somebody. We got kids on the street. Have some consideration. You want to race down the street? Go do it somewhere else that there's not kids. Oh wait, is that an ORV park where the kids are smart enough to stay out of the way, and you're smart enough not to go speeding? I'm gonna set up Spokane, please, and do a speed trap or something. I know that sounds horrible. There's babies on the street. There's lots of dogs on the street. Okay, so I did flip my liner around, guys. I am blending it out just a little bit more. I don't want my brows to be super dark. I don't like them super dark. My hair's not super dark. I'm known as blondie. My brows are actually pretty dang blonde for a reason. They are naturally that color. All right, so I kind of gave it an up swipe and a check because it was getting a little bit dark right there and coming down a little too far. So I just kind of cleaned it off. And I'll show you another way that it ends up actually cleaning off. So the dark one's done, okay? This one is a lot lighter than the other one. And so I'm going to use this to come up here and create my front. And blend it right here. And bring it back and come down. Same with here. That's almost two totally different colors, and it is, and that's fine with me. Blend it, and I didn't use much of it. Whoop. We're not going to use much of this either. We're going to do the same thing we just did, though. Exact the same thing. Same area and everything. Exact same thing. Same area and everything. This right here bothers me, so I'm going to do that. Okay. This has a little brush on it, but we're not using that today because we're using my other brush. And this will actually take off excess product that is unneeded while setting your brows. Clean my hand. I'm looking for something else to clean my hand, but I'm cleaning my hand. Okay, so we're actually going to, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to brush off just a little bit of that product. It didn't even show up on the sponge. That's how little bit of product I brushed off. Okay, now we're gonna go like this. I gotta bring this forward, guys. I can't see that far. Same thing with the other brown. Bring my brush a little bit here. I do use cloth to clean my stuff as I'm doing my makeup, so keep that in mind. Handy dandy washcloth, old t-shirt, something cottony. If you turn your brush as you use it, it helps to take that product, blend it, and straighten those hairs out. My brush is about to come apart. Okay, do you see what I see? I have brows, a little darker now, a little bit more than I think. That's okay. That's okay. And for our very last step, we're gonna do some mascara, guys. Some mascara. The very last. Oh, I was unpronouncing that. Too. For everything that I have to do today, we're gonna put in lash intensity. Is this my waterproof one though? lash lengthening. This might be my lower pivot. We're going to do lash intensity. Now I always do my ends. Wow, almost got my hair there. And I go to the base, I go back and forth, and I curl up. Go to the base, back and forth, clear up. Curl up, not clear up. Golly. And I take the ends. Now this stuff actually has a trick with it. I'm going to show it to you. Okay? First application, cover that lash, okay? Not caked, guys. Not caked, okay? Oh, it landed in my thing. Sweet. I can put this here without touching anything. It's upwards. Second lash. Sorry, guys. I'm trying really hard here. Base, shake, curl up. Base, shake, curl up. Yes, I'm left-handed, not ambidextrous. Sometimes you'll see me use my right hand. Sometimes, most times you won't. Sorry, you can't see me right there. You can see my hair. If you can see the detail in my hair, you can see that it's been curled, which is called a curl set, and it has bobby pins in it. I slept with my hair like this because I know that my heat to my hair will actually make it go straight again. I have naturally straight hair. To hold curl, it takes a lot. Setting it is one of the only ways to get it to do it. But you can do at home. It takes forever. Okay, so with this particular mascara, you want to put on your first layer. Okay. Turn, not pump, turn. And your second layer, same concept, guys. On this time, you want to do the back of the lash too. You want to go to the back of the lash. Curl it out. Okay, it makes it go a little bit flat. Then go back under and use that same technique. Okay? To the base, shake, pull up. To the base, shake, pull up. Do that across your whole lash. Do not reuse or reinsert your wand at this point. You want to use everything on your wand that you have without turning it into a tarantula eye or a sweater eye, I guess some call it. And you can adjust your eyelashes, guys. Your natural lashes, if they're clean and tamed and maintained and trained, you can literally mold them. See? Total difference, right? Lash Intensity Mascara. Is that what this one is? Yeah. Lash Intensity Mascara. Falsies without the falsies. If you get it through me, it's not 18, 15. You need to get $3 off this particular one during the month of March. Okay, so again, same technique. What I'm doing is just kind of reaffirming them, and then we go down. Hey, honey. There you go, guys. That one's done. I don't need falsies on the bottom, so I'm not going to put them there. I'm going to use my other mascara here. It's kind of waterproof. I think it's waterproof. I think it doesn't say on the bottom, so maybe it's not. It could be wrong. But you open up your eyes, do the same thing. Wiggle, shake down. The wiggle, shake down. There you go. And yes, if you can tell, I'm slightly stretching my face with my own lips. La, 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 la. Oh, shut up, Mahash. So that I can see all those lashes. One dip, guys. One dip into the product. I did not reapply product to this brush. I simply used the other side and turned it. And I share the product on both sides. Ta-da! All right, guys. There you go. That's it. That's all she wrote. My gloss is still on there. My lips are still primed. We're going to go ahead and put my stuff away. I'm ready to go. And I'm going to add a tickle to my ear. This Ipsy Unzipped Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. Doesn't give me a color. I think it's beautiful. And because my lips have a funny shape to them, at least I think they do, I'm going to bring this mirror closer so I don't miss it. Okay? Okay. Yes, I just did that in a relaxed lip, not a stretched lip, because I think it works better. You see more of your shape, you see more of your natural lip, and therefore you can apply the product in the place that it needs to be. And then you can color the rest in. Okay, I gotta check something my way, so just please hold. First time putting the brush back into the product, and look at that coverage. Oh my gosh. Wipe off the excess. There we go. That's it, guys. There we go. Makeup's done. Don't usually do my lips all that much, especially when I do a full face, because usually it's eyes, lips, not both, regardless if you do a full face or not. So the next process in my step for my day is just finishing getting ready. I didn't do a video on my hair. It is a set curl. There are different videos that you can look up that I'm sure would be more beneficial than what I would have recorded anyway. It took me forever. But now I'm taking out my hair. And what a curl set does, just so that you can maybe see one or two here, is it really maintains a curl, guys. My hair is not that short. And look at that curl. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, give me a few comments, see what it is that you'd like to see on the next video. I'm as real as it comes and as real as it gets. They know me as Wandy. My name is Jessie. But remember, life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain, and we can dance together. Have a good one, y'all. TTFN. Mwah!